Hello, I am Pagitos, clan leader of Educate, bringing you games here from our friendly Educate tournament. This is the opening match we have of this series, best of 3 rounds, the rounds 1 and 2, leading on to best of 5s in the semi and grand finals. Losers brackets, which means that even if people do lose their first sets of rounds, they are not out of the tournament. Here to give you our opening game to the series is our green Zerg at the top left, Educate's Golvin, and our red Terran at the bottom right, double L, double M, double K, which will be shortened to just L for these videos, because that, my friends, is a mouthful. Golvin, our Zerg player here, is our top player in the clan, actually, being the only diamond level we have at this time. He is our main mentor and a dedicated player. So I'm hoping to see some good stuff out of him, otherwise I will be ashamed to have made him an officer. L here, a very fastidious player. I'm going to use that word because I don't get to use it often enough. Fastidious player is L. Very dedicated and passionate himself. Does seem to be a good player, and I believe he will show us that he has the ability to take on a diamond level person himself. He is a gold person at the moment, but then again so am I. We all start somewhere. Now, so we have an overlord coming across the map for Golvin as a scout, but we also have a drone. So the drone is going to get there first. The overlord is probably just going to sit there for the entire game. The second one heading over as well, so Golvin already looking to take some good map control here. Back at bases we find that L is taking up his wall on his main ramp, playing very defensively opening, not wanting to get taken out by any early Zergling rushes and surrounds. Unfortunately, the drone is going to get in before the wall is finished, and by the looks of it, Golvin not actually going to see much, not much to see at this point. Refinery going around at the back for L, which will not be seen by the drone unless he moves forward. Now, a hatchery has also gone down. Nope. There we go. Golvin has tried to move out but has been blocked in by the wall. Golvin has taken his natural expand himself back at base and is just continuing to macro up. No spawning pool, no extractor down at the moment, just pure minerals. There's the spawning pool actually. There we go. No early rushes, no cheese. There's the extractors. So probably looking for early, well, I'd say early, it's not early at this point, but looking for speedlings. More overlords making their way across the map, taking up positions around the base. The wall off is complete and a second barracks is going down for Golvin. He is now taking a free workers into that first refinery. A scout is going to go across the map a bit late, but at this point, considering he hasn't taken any early harass, he may see what he needs to see. Orbital command is also being produced along with a couple of marines for L. First refinery is still the only one mining at this point, so looking like we look for a heavy marine play here, not worrying too much about tech, but getting just enough gas to leave his options open. He has seen that this first hatchery has finished but has no workers on at this point, and he is going to go into the base. Going into the mineral lines, he sees the extractor and he sees the spawning pool, but no Zerglings at this point, so he knows he has time to build up. 8 Zerglings have just gone into production for Golvin, so we will be looking for some aggression from him soon, in order to put L on his back foot, who has now taken a reactor and a tech lab on his 2 barracks that are built, and a third one coming up, looking for some heavy infantry play here. The SCV is going to be chased down by the looks of it by 2 of these Zerglings. Nope, he has made it to a small safe spot. The Zerglings have given up their chase, but nope. Here we go, 6 Zerglings are heading towards the base. There's that Zergling speed in production, and these 2 Zerglings here are scouting, looking for him, but it doesn't look like Golvin has noticed the SCV there. Back at base we see that L is trying to build a barracks up at his expansion, but it's not going to be up in time for these free marines to get into before the Zerglings hit. He's going to have to move his marines back. Here they come. They're going to come into fire range and they open fire. 1 Zergling down, 2 1 Zergling down, still only 1. 1 marine down, 2 Zerglings down. 3 Zerglings down. 4 marines have lost their 3 marines have lost their lives. There are 4 from running into that bunker. Zerglings aren't going to go against the wall, but only 3 Zerglings and marines now back at home. They're going to have to be pushed away. There they go. They're running, but can't escape. Golvin there going to hide in the corner. A factory is halfway through completion, so we are looking at a little bit of mech from L here, or maybe he's just using the tech starport. That Zergling that escaped is going to get found by the 3 remaining marines, and L has managed to hold this without taking too many losses, I should say. At this point, back at base, a second extractor is now down. Queens have been coming out for Golvin, and a Roach Warren is down, so he's looking to tech up his armor. Stim research being begun back at home, and another barracks down for L. 4 barracks. We're looking for very heavy infantry play here. He has taken his second refinery, but he's yet to take his expand at this point. He's not going to have the middle income with just one base. With the amount of movement going around and the bulk up, it is looking like he is going to take that expand at this point. Let's see. Yes, there goes on the command center straight on the expand. So he is looking to build up his macro, feeling a bit confident now that he's held off that first little Zergling rush. Let's hope he's right. Widowmine about to come out of that factory, so he is going to be playing defensively. I highly doubt he's going to be going offensive at this point with just the one mine. 4 roaches are in production back for Golvin, so he is going to build up a bit of chunk to his army. He's going to get a bit of meat and a bit of tanking done. Overlord's popping out, making sure he's not getting supply capped. Let's take a look at the moment. The worker supply is currently 25 SCVs versus 37 drones. Hopefully, L will begin to close that gap with the taking of his expansion. But we'll see if Golvin takes another expand himself. The Zerg always wanted to stay at least one base up against Protoss and Terran players. Army supply is skyrocketing at this point, 27 to 11 for Golvin. But with L staying at home and playing defensively, he does have the home advantage. Overlord still sitting around the base, aware of any push-outs that may come from L. So map control is completely handed over to Golvin at this point. L just sitting and hoping he knows what he's doing. 12, 11, 10. A lot of drones still in production, so Golvin, with 2 evolution teams as well, is not looking to possibly end it soon. He's making sure he has backup plans for later on. Mules and another orbital command coming down on this expansion. Combat shield halfway through being researched. Both armies tacking up, but at the moment Golvin has the supply advantage and he's got the economy advantage. A couple of SCVs sitting around doing nothing for L as well. He needs to watch that. He needs all of his works in production. 8 Zerglings in production, along with level 1 missile and level 1 carapace armor research coming in for Golvin. Engineering bay just about to finish up for L. He's got a starport, but nothing producing out of it yet. With 4 barracks running and a heavy infantry play, it looks like he's going to be getting some medivacs out of that. And back at base, we're also getting the speed research. I believe it's, yes, that is the speed research for roaches. So roaches are going to be going on the offensive soon. 24 Nidus worm. A Nidus network is in production for Golvin, and a large amount of lings. Quite possibly he's going to use the speed links for a bit of distraction on the front, and hopefully, or maybe he even send his roaches in at the front to take up a lot of damage. There are some lings actually just coming in now, so I think we're definitely going to be seeing Nidus play. Level 1 research coming in on infantry units, but it's not going to be enough. A couple of Hellbats at the front, but this is not where L's attention is going to be needed by the looks of it. 10 more roaches in production. I believe Golvin is looking to make his move very soon. Medivacs are in production. The Nidus network is being loaded up and a push is coming out. We've got an Overseer here with perfect sight on this area. Let's see what is L going to do in the face of this. More Hellbats in production. Medivacs, first 2 Medivacs just coming out in order to help that infantry army stay alive. There's the Nidus worm detection at the back of the base. L has a move. Zergling's coming in at the front, taking 1 or 2 losses there, but Golvin is taking the focus away from L's base. I don't think he's noticed it at this point. He's still here. Zergling's coming in, just poking, prodding, making sure attention. There's the Nidus worm completion, and outpours roaches and Zerglings straight into the main. SCVs have to be pulled off the line as the army tries to stream through its own wall. Unfortunately, this building placement is going to cause a bottleneck. Marines going down left, right and centre. Zerglings coming around for the surround. Roaches coming in, taking the damage, dealing the damage, melting the faces off those Terrans. The front door, absolutely nothing is there. That Widowmine has been completely useless due to Golvin circumnavigating it. This could be GG for round 1. I believe Goblin is going to take the first round of this series. SCV's coming to battle up against the Roaches, but that is not a battle you want to be in. Medivacs hovering around doing the best they can, but there's not a lot they can do against this army if there's not the firepower to support it. Hellbat's getting a bit of damage off, but not enough. L's army is no longer existent. A few Marines coming in. More Roaches coming in through the Nidus network. Mules being brought down on the expand, so L not willing to give up just. There's the GG, and Govin will take the first round in this best of 3. One game to play for Govin to win, or is L going to bring it back with a 2-1? We'll find out.